What's going on, y'all? Today we're going to be talking about the recent NBA trades and give you our reactions to the NBA draft last night and tonight. We're going to start off with KD traded to the Rockets for Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green, the number 10 pick, and two second round picks. Um, Personally, I love this trade, man, and the Suns got fleeced. It's crazy. They barely even gave up anything. I mean, the number 10 pick and two second round picks, as many first round picks as the Rockets have, that's surprising, man. And Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green are not that impressive. But it is what it is. But KD is really going to be on a actual contender for once, and I could see them winning a championship. They're going to be top three seeds for sure. If everybody stays healthy. And then they got Fred VanVleet on that extension, so he'll be there for the next 4 years. Yeah, I like this move, man. I feel like, as far as KD's legacy goes, if he wants to go out with a bang, this is the team to do it on,
I agree.
It'll be fun to watch.
for sure. All right, next we got Drew Holiday traded to the Blazers for Anthony Simons and two second round picks. This was basically a salary dump off for the Celtics. Tatum's going to be hurt. They really have no choice but to just sit on their hands this year and see what players they can develop and what they can do without Jason Tatum. So they got rid of Drew Holiday. He's kind of been injured. He wasn't the same this year as he was for their title year. And Anthony Simons, dude, he's a baller. I can't believe the Trailblazers gave him up that easy. But I guess they're really going to fully go in with Scoot this year and see what Scoot is capable of starting at point guard. Yeah, man, I think Anthony Simons is a baller, dude. So I like him on the Celtics. It's going to be cool to see him in Boston, see what he's capable of playing alongside Jaylen Brown. Next up, we got CJ McCollum and Kelly Olynyk traded to the Wizards for Jordan Poole and Sadiq Bey and the number 40 pick. CJ McCollum, he's one of the dudes that just don't play no defense at all. I feel bad for the Wizards, man. They've been shit for so long, and they have not got rewarded for it in the draft at all. Alex Sarr, who knows? This could be a breakout year for him. We'll see, man. I just feel like the Wizards are going to be at the bottom of the East again, unless they do something in free agency, which I doubt they will.
Do you think Jordan Poole's going to do anything?
But Jordan Poole, I mean, on the Pelicans, we'll see. They got a lot of point guards right now. They just drafted a point guard. They got DeJounte Murray, and now they're picking up Jordan Poole. We'll see. It depends on if the Pelicans can be competitive or not. And it's just not empty numbers for Jordan Poole. I like him, though.
Me too.
Okay, next up, in the middle of the draft, we had Mark Williams traded to the Suns for the number 29 pick, which we ended up drafting McNeely, and a 2029 first round pick, which is like the lease between like four different teams. It's essentially a pick swap. And Micic is back on my team. So I'm back on suicide watch until he gets shipped off to Europe. Hopefully he's shipped off to Europe at the end of the summer. If not, y'all just pray for me. Please.
You don't like Micic?
Please, God, pray for me.
You don't like him? Why?
Anyways,
I
Porzingis
should have
and a
seen what he
second
was telling
round.
him at the game. Osama bin me.
Bro, just chill, bro. They don't need to. They don't need to know.
It's okay.
Name 3 things you hate about Micic.
His clothes, whack. The way he's got an afro, whack. His
The
jump
aura.
shot, his jump shot really whack. His aura, bro. He don't even have no aura. I can't call something a name that doesn't exist. Personally, man, Mark Williams, sad to see him go. Been watching him since he played for Duke. I don't know what the Suns are doing. Now you got Plumlee, Malawach, Mark Williams, and Nick Richards. I don't know what I don't know what they're doing. You got three Duke centers on that team, and they don't have any small forwards. Hopefully, they draft some in the second round. I'm gonna miss Mark Williams, man. But ever since he had that injury, he was really a shell of himself. He couldn't score like he used to. He wasn't as athletic as he was, and he just defensively, man, he was a traffic cone, dude. I mean, me and Trent went and watched the Mavericks play, and we we saw Gafford give that man 40 points. He looked like Wilt Chamberlain out there, dog. That's just not acceptable. Hopefully the guy that the Hornets drafted in the second round can really step up. I mean, he's more of an offensive center, but Musa Diabate is going to step up, and I don't expect Nurkic to do anything on defense. But I'm gonna miss him, man. I'm gonna miss him, man. I'm interested to see what other moves the Suns make. This can't be it. This can't be it. You can't just all right. We got four centers and Devin Booker. We're good. Like and Jalen Green. Yeah, they got to do something else in this free agency.
Yeah, I wish y'all didn't get rid of him, but ever since the Lakers sent him back, I don't think he was
Yeah,
feeling the team no more.
kind of hard not to, man. But he was a true professional. Nothing but respect to Mark Williams. He
Walking
played
double
his
double.
games. He kept his head down. He didn't bash the franchise or the organization. And for that, man, I have nothing but respect for Big Mark. Um, and like I said, maybe he does something with Phoenix. We'll see.
Yeah.
As for the Hornets, he will be missed. And I just hope we could find a center that could fill those shoes. Maybe this guy is it that we drafted in the second round, but man, we're gonna miss his defense before he got hurt for sure. Next up, we got Porzingis and a second round pick traded to the Hawks for Terrence Mann, and Atlanta's number 22 pick is sent to the Nets and Gorgeous Name and a second rounder to the Celtics. This was just another salary dump all for the Celtics. Tatum's hurt. Porzingis really was a shell of himself too this year. I mean, both Drew Holiday and Porzingis were not what they were when they won that championship 2 years ago. So, like I said, they're just going to take it easy. They do need a center. I don't know what they're going to do. Al Horford's a free agent. Probably sign him back. I'd like to see that. But we'll see, man. The Celtics are not going to be a contender this year. The East is going to be wide open, and the Hawks are making advantage of it here with getting Porzingis. Now they're going to have Zachary Ricochet, Trae Young, Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels, and Porzingis and Ikwangu off the bench. This is a stacked team, man. I hate to say it because the Hawks are in our division, but they're going to be good this year. It's hard not to be with a team like that. So now we're going to get on to the draft, man. I don't know how y'all felt about the draft. Personally, I'm happy. Conkanipple, the number 4 overall pick. And then during the Suns trade, we got McNeely, the number 29 pick. And then, we drafted Sion James from Duke in the second round. And then, yeah, man, we got that dog from Creighton who's going to play center. Really gifted offensively. I'm starting to watch some of his highlights since they announced we drafted him, man. I'm liking a lot what I see. But before we get into mine, let's get into this lucky bastard's draft reaction because obviously, Mavericks fan. Trent, tell me how you felt when you saw Cooper Flag walk out on that stage, man.
Very bright spot. After last season's fiasco, it's a disaster. I'm excited to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
what he does.
Look, man, as a Duke fan, as a guy who's seen Cooper Flag play personally with my own eyes, that dude's a dog. I mean, tremendous upside. He's gonna take the league by storm, defensively and offensively. And it sucks. Y'all trade Luca, y'all get Cooper Flag. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what he does on that team still, man. And to play with AD and Kyrie, there's nothing better for a number 1 overall pick. You know, to play with those guys starting out your career. Klay Thompson too. Um, this is going to be fun. This is going to be interesting. A generational talent on a team that's already stacked with generational talent is something that we haven't seen for a long time since I'd say Tim Duncan and the Spurs, when David Robinson went down. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be fun. Trent, if you had to predict how many games the Mavericks win this year with Cooper Flag, what would you say?
It's gonna be around 50.
If
50. That's probably 5 seed, 4 seed.
if the Mavs can stay
Yeah,
healthy, they're gonna be nasty,
yeah.
dude.
It's just Kyrie's not gonna be back for a while though.
Yeah, for
We have to
sure.
start hot.
And Klay Thompson's going to have to be more consistent. Hopefully, he's
Definitely.
done healed from his ACL tear enough, man. It's sad. I'm starting to feel like he won't ever be the same, but he's still got a couple good games left in him, man. Every 10 games, I'd say he goes off. So, as for the Hornets, Con Knueppel, the teammate of Cooper Flag, man, I couldn't be any more excited because not just for Con Knueppel, but for the assurance that LaMelo and Brandon Miller is going to stay on the team because this is exactly who you draft if you're not drafting VJ Edgecomb. This is exactly who you draft to play alongside LaMelo and Brandon Miller. Um, this is a guy that doesn't need the ball. This is a guy that can play make. This is a guy that can get to his spots. He's not the most athletic guy, but he can get to the paint. He's ferocious, high energy, very intense. I love Con Knueppel, man. When I went and watched that ACC tournament, and Cooper went down, that dude erupted. 34 points. I think he had like 8 assists. Even though, mind you, it's Georgia Tech, this guy literally looked like a number one overall pick, you know? Um, and the great thing about Knueppel, man, is he don't need to be that number one guy. He doesn't need 20 shots a game. He played with Cooper Flag. He don't need the ball in his hands every time. And that's why we didn't draft Ace Bailey. So everybody crying on social media, oh, why didn't the Hornets draft Ace Bailey? Because why would you, bro? Why would you? With LaMelo, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges currently, why would you draft a dude who wants to shoot the ball 20 times a game? I like Ace Bailey. He's very talented, tremendous upside. But you guys got to stop looking at it like, you know, we don't have Brandon Miller. Like, we don't have Miles Bridges. I mean, Con Knueppel was the best fit for this team. Love it or hate it. Um, I'm excited to see what he does in the league, man. He's a dark horse for Rookie of the Year, in my opinion, for sure.
Hmm. I like Knipple a lot.
Exciting whites in Charlotte, man. Exciting whites in Charlotte. I couldn't be any happier as a Duke and Hornets fan to see Sion on the team as well. And that was the problem when we drafted Con Knueppel, man. That was my concern and drafted McNeely as well. Um, where's the defense going to come from? Because you traded Mark Williams, so you were left with Nurkic and Musa, who can't play defense. Who on the team is going to step up and play defense? Josh Green's hurt. That was my major concern. And Sion, man, as a Duke fan, watching him play every game this year, this dude is a high motor, high intensity, gonna get all up in your grill, gonna try and poke the ball, hustle for loose balls. Sion brings that defensive intensity that we need on this team. And I feel like even though he was an early second round pick, this guy is gonna come in and play right away, man. He's gonna play high intensity defense. He's gonna be great on the fast break, and I can't wait to see what the Hornets are gonna do this year, man. If healthy, the East is wide open. Anything's possible. Personally, I don't know what the Brooklyn Nets were doing. 5 first round picks, and you took every single one of them. Guys that people weren't even high on, that people didn't even have on their big board as the first round. You know, um, I'm baffled. I'm confused. I thought they were going to put this in a package or try and trade for future first round picks. But no, they just went out there and drafted 5 first round picks, which is insane to think about. I don't know what they're going to do, man. I'm very confused what Brooklyn's doing. I don't see them being competitive this year after doing that, for sure. I mean, you still got Cam Thomas, Cam Johnson, Nicholas Claxton. Maybe we could get a full healthy year out of those three guys. Anything's possible, but I don't know, man. We'll see.
They don't know what they're
Um,
doing at all.
at all, at all. You could have packaged that with Cam Johnson and got a better player, but instead you chose to draft five dudes that nobody even really knew a lot about, other than a select
And
few.
wasn't
But
four of them
we'll see, man.
guards?
Yes,
Like,
all point guards.
what if?
They were ranked dead. They were ranked like last bottom five in assists this year. So they went and addressed that point guard uh, issue for real. Crazy. Five first round picks. We'll see. We'll see. Um, Back to the Hornets, man. They drafted McNeely. I'm very excited to see what he can do. Played with Cooper Flag on Monteverde, not with Duke. He played on UConn, man. He was a dog for Hurley. Um, he was supposed to be, a top 10 pick before the college season started, and his draft stock just fell due to his injury concerns and the fall off in his 3-point percentage. But I like this guy, man. He can shoot. He can space the floor for LaMelo. LaMelo has no excuse this year, man, at all. You got your 3-point shooters. You got a very, very filled out roster. If we could go and get another big, you have no excuse this year. You better stay healthy and you better do your best to win basketball games because this year is like make it or break it for him, man. Um, but I like McNeely a lot. I feel like, he doesn't get enough respect due to the fact that there wasn't even really any real point guards on UConn. They were all pretty dog shit. I mean, they even moved one point guard to shooting guard, and then he got mad and entered the transfer portal. That's how bad these point guards were. Playing with LaMelo Ball, things are going to be a whole lot easier. He's going to find himself open a whole lot more. He's going to be able to knock down these threes with ease, man. And I couldn't be any more excited. Um, but yeah, man, it's crazy the amount of trades that have happened in the past week. I can't believe it. The free agency hasn't even started. There's probably going to be a lot more moves to be made. But so far, the Magic and the Hawks have been really getting busy trying to take advantage of a broken Pacers and a broken Celtics team. So we'll see how they do. Um, but yeah, guys, let us know your thoughts and opinions. If you care about any of these teams we mentioned, let us know how you personally feel about the draft picks or the trades. I'd love to hear y'all guys' feedback. Um, and let us know what you think about the contenders in the East, man, because right now it looks like the East is getting busy. So let us know who you think can maybe win a title based off these past couple trades. I really like the Hawks. Feel like they're finally going to get past that, 500 curse that they've been on for the past 5 seasons. So, yeah, man. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, take it easy.